This is the TriWebSportsShow Sports Show. I'm your host, Nicky Nick. Last Monday night, the women's team of Shaw lost to Bowie State 45-49, and today they will take on Winston-Salem State at the Spalding Gym at 2 o'clock. Also last Monday night, the men's team of Shaw lost to Bowie State 69-70, and today they will take on Winston-Salem State University at 4 o'clock. Shaw men are 11-4 overall and 2-4 in the conference. And today, the women's team of Central will take on Howard 2 o'clock, and the men's team will take on the same team at 4 o'clock. Also today, State will take on Georgia Tech, high noon, CW Network. Also today, Carolina will be in California to take on California, 4 o'clock. That game will be seen on the ACC Network. And also tonight, Duke will be in California against Stanford, 6 o'clock. Game will be seen on the ACC Network. And in the women's today, Peace will take on Mary Baldwin at 2 o'clock. Meredith will take on Brevard also at 2 o'clock. And last Thursday, State defeated Wake Forest 95-77. And tomorrow, the Lady Wolfpack will take on Louisville at 1 o'clock. Game seen on ESPN2. And Carolina will be in Florida against Florida State at 2 o'clock. The game is seen on the CW Network. And finally, the Lady Blue Devils will take on Georgia Tech 6 o'clock tomorrow. Game is seen on the ACC Network. And on Monday, January the 19th, National Football Game. It's Miami Hurricanes to take on the Indiana Hoosiers, 7:30. Game will be on ESPN. And the question is, can Miami win? And in the NHL tonight, the Hurricanes will be in New Jersey against the Devils, 7:30. Game seen on FanDuel TV. And last week in the NBA, the Charlotte Hornets crushed the Utah Jazz, 150-95. Musa Diable had 10 rebounds and 38 points. And tonight they will be in San Francisco against the Warriors, 8:30 Eastern Time. Game seen on FanDuel TV. And also last week in NFL wildcard game, the Panthers lost to the LA Rams 31-34. Today, the Broncos will take on the Bills at 4:30. Game be seen on CBS. And also tonight, the Seahawks will take on the 49ers, 8 o'clock. Game be seen on Fox. And both of those games are the playoff games. So tell me what you think about Pittsburgh coach Mike Tomlin stepping down after 19 winning coaching season and winning the Super Bowl in 2009. Panthers losing their wild card. Hornets blowing out Utah. Can Miami win a national championship again? And stay tuned now and check out the footage between Shaw and Bowie State, both women's and men's games last Monday night on TriWebSportsShow.com. And go to your YouTube to check that out. And finally, email me about all these things what we talk about on nharris.twss@gmail.com. And this is Nicky Nick on the TriWebSportsShow. And I will see you next week.